Hello guys. There we go. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Aiden. Is that gonna be an okay angle? That'll work. Okay. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you get notified every time I post a new video. Alright, got my coffee. It's kind of like a gloomy afternoon here in London. I've been doing schoolwork all day, literally all day. So for this video, I decided we're gonna do something a little bit different, a little fun. So I'm gonna be reacting to a video about assumptions that Brits have on Americans. And this might be a stupid video. Nobody asked for it, but it's my channel, so cheers. All right, let's see if I can.
The great debate between the American and the British. It seems like this has been an ongoing debate for years between who has the better women, who has the better accents, who has the better teeth. But what do the British really think about Americans? What are some stereotypes the British have about Americans?
Stupid. I'd say that's the main one.
Not so smart, but fun, always enthusiastic. Yeah, that's a positive.
What are some British
Okay, off the bat. I'm doing this right. I live in London now. I have not experienced, well, I will say I'm one of 2 Americans in my class, or in my whole course, so maybe that first point wasn't completely wrong. Good start.
types that they have about Americans?
There are a lot. English think Americans are stupid, dumb, they eat too much, they're loud, speak their mind, which I think is a good thing, but English are a lot more introverted and quiet.
Alex, you are?
Okay, that is very true. That is very true, even though I've been here just a short amount of time, but the thing about being louder and speaking your mind is 100% accurate. I didn't even go out for one of my, a course rep or whatever, because I literally told my professor, I was like, I don't want to be that stereotypical American that goes out for everything, and just obnoxious about it. And also in a group presentation, we were split up in little Microsoft Teams groups, whatever, and nobody was talking. So of course I was the first one to say something, which that led to worse things. But no, that's very, very true.
I am American. I would say slow, better looking, crass, probably smarter.
Generally speaking, it's poorly travelled. The chubby kids that are making a name for themselves the world over.
Don't get humour, or rather, don't get humour. I think, yeah, a very one-dimensional sense of humour, which is an unfortunate stereotype. I think it's very competitive, very emotional, heart on sleeve type thing. Kind of opposite to us, really.
Loud, rude, wild.
Wild?
Wild. Wild.
Well, wild,
Yeah.
wild, okay. Right.
Like everything big.
Like everything big?
Everything big. Foods, flags, cars, everything.
Just everything is big, you know, you go over there and like the portion's like double the size here, and everything's larger than life over there, you know?
Their accents.
The accents?
Yeah, and about getting fat. They just sit around and eat all day. Like to eat a lot, overweight.
Arrogant. Terrible accents. Jocks versus dweebs.
So like only two kinds of people, 2 categories?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Obsessed with how they look, and they had really nice teeth, like you.
Biscuits and cookies.
Yeah.
Like all the one that confuses. Yeah, aren't all like biscuits cookies or all cookies biscuits or something like that?
Okay. The teeth thing, obviously that's that stereotype. That is kind of true. I don't even have the nicest teeth, but comparatively to most people that I've seen. Disgusting! Yeah. There are some word differences. The humor thing I don't get. I don't get that one. For me, I've realized that like the stuff that I say, my kind of colloquial expressions and just everyday language that I would use back home, people don't get here. But it's not really a humor thing though. Like, I just haven't been exposed to like British jokes. I don't know.
It's our bread. Like little bread
Biscuits
things.
of bread?
Yeah, it's like little bread things, yeah.
Crackers.
But don't get me wrong, America's a great country. There's tons of things to love, such as
Good music, like good arts, nice good food, real good food.
when you're not putting hormones in it.
Oh, that was a thing. The food thing about portion sizes, very, very true. I watched some previous video where they compared like a large fry or a large drink at a McDonald's here in the UK versus back home in the US. It's insane. Like double, if not 2.5 sizes larger than the one here in the UK. I've only been to a McDonald's here for fast food, but I think in general, like even going to places for street food here or just restaurants, the portion sizes tend to be a lot more controlled, which I guess can be a good thing. But yeah, I think that assumption is absolutely true. I mean, obviously like the US is more of an obese country. Our obesity rate's a lot higher and our portion sizes are disgustingly huge, but it's kind of a plus.
It's quite nice.
Food.
The food?
I love food.
Friendly people.
You're friendly people.
I love the fact that people do actually speak their mind. People are really friendly on the street. You're sitting on the subway or wherever you are, just riding public transport, and anyone can say hi to you. They're loud and friendly, but it's great.
I love confidence. We don't have that.
Okay, that's Southern hospitality I will preach on forever and ever. It is absolutely a thing. I'm from Alabama, and I think just yesterday I was on the tube and I sat, there's plenty of seats open, plenty of seats, but I sat in one that was kind of separated off from everybody else, and this older woman, probably in her like 50s, came on with a suitcase. That's when I was like, hey ma'am, please, like you can take this seat. And she was like, no, like no need to, I'm totally good. I was like, no, like please take it. And she seemed like so shocked by it. Granted, there were other seats available, but I just felt, I mean, she had a suitcase, whatever. Like, I just felt like I should have given her. But I've done that once or twice here. And I also saying ma'am all the time. People don't really get it.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Especially the ma'am thing. But it's like Southern hospitality is definitely something that I miss here. Not like people aren't nice on the street here, but people are more apt to talk to you just randomly back in the States than they are here. So.
We don't have that in England?
No.
Not a lot of confident people here?
No.
Freedom.
Freedom mainly.
There are some beautiful parts of it that I think even some Americans are unaware of. I'd say Montana is the most beautiful place I've ever been on the planet.
The architecture.
California, okay. Place of dreams of. New Yorkers.
Clive, the healthy
No.
Americans really friendly.
I've never been, but I know Vegas is quite good.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
All of the above. Well, I like Americans, especially the women. Yeah, they're good.
People say what they think. Yeah, honestly, they say exactly what they think. There's no pretense. Good. I like that. It's a good place to eat.
Good place to eat.
Good place to eat. Good place to travel. You know, always friendly. Very hospitable. I always find that. Wherever you go, very hospitable.
But there's also some things the British just don't get about the Americans. Such as,
I don't understand like the war on drugs. I don't understand a few things that happen in America.
Yeah.
But I kind of understand American motives, I believe.
Or calling football soccer for one. I don't understand that.
The way that every
Valid.
place name has to have the country or state afterwards. Like, they often say I'm going to London, England. Or I'm going to Atlanta, Georgia. Or Paris, France. So, okay, I'll take it as read that you're going to Atlanta in Georgia. And, you know, unless you tell me something different, I'll assume that.
Nope. Okay, that doesn't happen. Like, no one says, I'm going to Atlanta, Georgia. No, you just say I'm going to Atlanta. I don't know where you got that one from.
Into Boston and Massachusetts.
Right.
I just never got that.
just save the oxygen, man. Save your oxygen.
If you say London, I'll assume you mean London here and not Ontario.
Alright, so I was getting on a plane one time and I noticed, one lady gets on eating like a bagel or something, someone else gets on eating a sandwich, someone else gets on holding a coffee. I think just there's something weird about Americans that they just always need to be consuming something. I don't know, maybe it's, materialism or something. I don't know, people keep shoveling shit.
Tipping.
You don't get tipping?
Not in the States. There's an inbuilt assumption that you have to tip a lot.
Yeah.
And, why not just make the prices, why not pay them more? Because you know what I mean, if you don't leave a tip, isn't it really like bad manners?
Oh, that's very bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So here it's like you only do it if you've really like had good service. Just pay the waitresses more. You know, make life a lot easier. I mean.
Oh my gosh, amen. I've been in food service, or I was in food service for almost 8 years, and yeah, that's something I 100% agree with him. Like, yes, in the States, if you don't tip, it's complete, BS. Like, you're a terrible person. But that is one thing that was weird to me when I moved here, is I knew ahead of time moving here that they don't tip, and they get an hourly wage, and you only tip if it was like outstanding service. But one restaurant that I went to last week, it was like just a little pizza place, but it's almost like because they get hourly, they're not as, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not as attentive to you as a customer. Like, I had to continuously ask this one girl who was training, who would come up every so often to like grab our dishes, whatever. I would have to ask her, like, hey, can I order, you know, a dessert from you? Or, hey, like, can you go grab our waitress so we can get our, you know, bill, whatever. But it's almost like they're less attentive because they know they're gonna get the same wage anyway. And tipping isn't really a thing here. And so the level of service that they give doesn't really matter. But I mean, yeah, do I wish like it would be nice in the States if we got hourly? But at the same time, like, I know for a fact I definitely make more money through tips than I would have getting hourly here. So
You've got to realise is we're now effectively the 51st state, so we kind of get everything. We're kind of like a wise older brother. You're sort of like, it's like our parents have divorced or something. You're sitting there going, you're not my real dad, and we're like, we sort of are. I was like this when I was your age. We were fucking up the rest of the world too. I think America is in its teenage years now. It really feels like that. It's like slightly awkward. They know what they want to be. They're annoyed at their responsibility. They don't want to tidy their room, but then they have to. It's kind of a bit like that.
I am the American, so I couldn't tell you from a British perspective what really annoys them the most. I'm sure it's everything. I'm sure it's the dental work, the good looks.
Like, why do they always go up at the end of sentences? They always go up at the end of sentences? Yeah.
Bruh. Are you asking a question?
Yeah. Why? Sorry.
Who notices that?
Keep altering their faces. Being obsessed with getting old, you can't stop age. It's ridiculous, really. Interview people on the street. Guns?
The guns.
Maybe stop that.
Yeti tacos.
So if you had to choose between America or the UK, which one would you choose?
UK. Free healthcare. This is London. I just love how conservative it is. America's a bit too free for me, I guess.
America's too free.
Bruh.
I will say the healthcare thing is nice. Even as an international student, I had to pay a NHS healthcare charge, which was like, in US dollars, it was just over $1,000. I think it was like 1,020, but it was like 625 pounds. But it covered me for health insurance the whole time that I was here for school. So as, you know, as many doctor's visits, whatever, like whether it was a GP or some other healthcare professional, like whatever it was, this health insurance covered it, which was nice. And that's obviously something we don't have in the United States, so.
For a short period, I'd like to live in the US.
UK all day, man. Like, I can't live in America. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's crazy out there. If you're broke in America.
Yeah.
At least you can, like, steal food here and live. Like, America, you're fucked if you're broke. Like, can't do shit. You're just left behind, isn't it? Like,
US. People wouldn't care if I get fat.
Do they care here?
Like, they just give you an equal go, like, why are you eating so much food? US. UK.
Yeah, how much? Probably the UK. I would spend my summers in the UK and the winters in the US. I do like Americans, just like British one. Yeah.
Oh, US, definitely. I'd live in California, definitely.
I think I'll probably just stay here, actually.
neither.
US.
We love UK for now.
US.
Hands down the US. Yeah. I mean, people are a lot more like, there's not so many constraints. You can kind of be your own person. You can do what you want to some extent within the boundaries of the law, you know.
I do like the US a lot. I like sort of like Deep South. Really good fun.
You like the Deep South?
Yeah, went to Deep South. Had a great time in the Deep South.
The Southern hospitality.
yeah, just get to do whatever you want. It's great, and everyone's really open, and you know, everything's it's creature comforts. You know, food, beer, sports.
Have you got like?
Amen. Amen.
So feel free to subscribe for great videos like these every week. Tell you, where's some American stereotypes we have about the British? Bad teeth. Bad.
Yeah, so some of those I knew about and I have heard before. Some of those were new and completely unfounded. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Little quick one today, or easy one, I guess. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. Got some more vlogs coming at ya. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.